Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm gonna start by introducing myself. My name is Ziggy Yafi Hisyam with the student ID number 22 11 52 10 18. I'm from the class of 2022 and also uh, I this is my midterm exam assignment, which is in explaining what my program is, how my program works, and also all of the coding that I use to make this specific program. And the program that I am using right now, or I am showing to you right now, is actually my uh, programming basics final project that I made on my first semester as a information information system student. And well, that's enough for the introduction. I'm gonna start by explaining how this program works. So, the program, what I made, the program that I made is a somewhat cashier type of application that allows the user to log in to the program and also start a cashier some kind of cashier transaction program, which one of the I'm gonna explain what are the features. First of all, there's the login at the login page as what you are looking at right now on the screen. And then on the second form, there will be a input. There's also a stock input uh, window. No, it's not window. Like what a segment where you can input what kind of stock you wanna input to the to the program, so you can keep track of how many stocks that are available on the store right now. And then there's also the tab where that it shows all of the available stocks and the amount of each one of them. And then we can go on to a, a few other transaction types, like uh, what the name of the customer and what kind of product they want to buy, how much it costs for all of the purchase. And then there's also gonna be a receipt, uh, a receipt printing window that shows what the name of the customer, what kind of products that I buy, and also how much money they paid for it, and also if there's any change or maybe the total transaction of the and also the total transaction of the purchase. And then at the end there will be somewhat like a list of all of the a list of all of the transactions that has been done before in the past, or just now, so we can keep track of every single one of the transactions and make sure that there's no error, or maybe we can just keep track of how much we're making, or how much expenses that we're going to uh, making. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the program. I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of how to use this program. It's I'm gonna say it's quite simple actually. Other than the other programs that the other students made, mine is like the most basic one. Okay, so we're gonna start by in this login window. For the username, I'm gonna type in my username, which is Zeke, and also the password, which I believe I made it 16. And also one of the features that I made for this program is we can actually have a tab that shows if we want to show the password or not. So if we don't click on the checkbox of the show password, whenever whatever we type, it's gonna appear as a star. So uh it censors what password you have. So I'm gonna input the 16. And then when I hit the checkbox, it's gonna show what my password is. And then if I uncheck it, it's gonna hide it. So here's the login, and then oh yeah, also there's an exit button to leave the program immediately. So it's like closing the program without doing anything, without even doing a login. So we can confirm to move forward to the next form. Confirm, and then here it is. This is the UI for cashier the cashier program. So in over here we have the stock input, the input tab, sort of. So here we can choose what kind of products we wanna uh, input the amount of to our stock list. So we have some a light bulb, what's a plug, yeah, electrical plug, and then a fan, rice cooker, an electric uh, uh, electric thing, and then a water dispenser, a wall clock, and also some batteries. So over here we actually have some combo box, which is what this is called. If we click here, we can choose what kind of products we wanna add to the list. So I'm gonna say I just inputted the amount 100 light bulbs to the stock. So it's gonna be available, and it's gonna show that there's 100 light bulbs in stock right now that people can buy. And then for we're just gonna go ahead and input 100 of each item. So we make sure that we are good on stocks. Dispenser is, and also some batteries. Okay, so we got all of them, right? And then we can just leave this, or maybe we can delete it. So why I didn't use the disable coding for this one is because whenever we wanna, so I can freely input a stock if there's a new shipment coming, so it's not really that hard to open and close the program back and forth, and makes my job a lot easier. And then after we input all the stocks, we can see that not only we know how much items are available for each product, we also get this over here also shows how much each of them cost. So like a light burst is for 4,300 rupees, and also some berries are only 3,000. And basically this is like a tab that shows you how much you have and also how much each of them costs for the customer to buy. And then moving on to the next uh, section, this is the customer info. So we're gonna put in, just say like the name of the customer is Ahmi, and then she made a transaction on today's date, 27 of April 2024. So we're gonna hit input, and that's gonna save the name or the data of the customer for now. And then over here, we're gonna look at what kind of items that she bought. Let's say that she she just got a new house, and her husband needs her to buy some light bulbs. So we're gonna put light bulb around maybe 10, and we input it here. So this part is gonna subtract how much items that the customer is buying from the data, let's say database set, and then it's gonna subtract how much the customer wants to buy, and also uh, it's gonna it's gonna calculate the amount of the items with the price. So you can see here we got 10 out of, she's buying 10 light bulbs, 10 times 43,000, which means she's gonna pay for 430,000. And when we let's just say just she's gonna buy only that, right? And then we go here and she wants to pay like 40, just say she only has like 400K on her hand right now to pay, and we hit the receipt print button, and it's gonna show that the amount of payment is not enough. So okay, we're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna hit the right amount. Let's say she has 500K now that she can use to pay, and then we uh, print the receipt, and then over here it's gonna show that the name of the customer, when was the transaction date, how much her purchase was, and how much that she paid for, and also the change. And basically, this is just not like a simple receipt to keep track and then we print it so we can give it to the customer as a proof of their transaction. And then we can hit save, and then it's gonna save all the latest, and it's gonna save from the latest to oldest transaction that has been made with this program. Okay, so let's say the other flaws that the other features that I can show you is that, let's say it's me, I'm buying something, right? I'm buying like, or yeah, the same date, April 2024, and then we hit input, and then let's say I want to buy, I don't know, maybe like 200 batteries. If we hit 200 here and we put input, it's gonna say insufficient amount, which means that in our database right now, the amount of products that can be bought is not enough. So it's gonna show the message that we don't have enough stock right now to be sold to the customer. So we're gonna change that. Let's say we buy 50 input. Uh, it subtracts 50 and multiplies it by how much the cost per item is. And also, not we don't only we we don't only have to buy one type of item. We can also buy others. So let's say for my batteries, I'm gonna go with a few clocks. I'm gonna buy 25 because sometimes one clock it needs two batteries to work. So I'm gonna input it. So it's as we see, it subtracts the amount of the stock that we have, multiplies it by how much it makes, and also it it doesn't show the amount of the clock only, but it uh, it calculates the amount of payment we need for the clocks plus the batteries. So it just straight up shows that how much we want to buy, depending how much item we have. So we're gonna get a fan, like two of them, input, and then it's just gonna keep increasing the amount of how depending on how much we bought, and then one with this, and then this transaction will cost about 1.7 million rupiahs. Let's say by 2 million, then then it's saved to the history. We click save, and then there it is. It shows. So for the program, uh, for the walkthrough of the program, that's pretty much it. And also the about box is where I'm gonna show about what the how about the program credits, and also this is the feature that is required for the program and at my first semester, and then when we hit finish, it's gonna close the program and return it to the first page. Finish, and then we're back to this. So I'm gonna, okay, for the walkthrough, that's all. I'm gonna start explaining how what coding that I use. So we're gonna hit double tap and confirm, and this is gonna show all the coding that I do. So here it is. This is all my declarations of the program, what we included in here to make this program work. And then wait, confirm. So in the for the confirm box, I actually use this. So I declared that string username and password is a string type variable, so we can input numbers and also alphabets. So here the if else if the username is empty, it's gonna show a message which says that please enter username and password, and then it's gonna close the little window that shows up. And then if we manage to uh, input the right password, it's gonna close the first form, the login form, and then show, and then bring us to the second form that I gave you a walkthrough of before. And then if we didn't input the right username or password, is gonna tell you that username or password is incorrect, and then it's gonna clear these two boxes over here and ask you to re-input the program. Okay, for the this one it's pretty much that, and also this show password also has some coding. If the checkbox is checked, then the then it will not show. If the checkbox is checked, then it will show what the passwords are. But if we uncheck it, it's gonna turn every character, every alphabet, every number on that specific box to a star. So it's like it censors what password we are uh, inputting. And also this application terminate one is coding for this exit button, so we can leave the program without even logging in. Okay, for the first form, that's all. We're gonna open the second form, which is a little more to explain. Okay, we're gonna start here, I think. No, here. Okay. So in the first one, okay, this is all declaration I use. I use integer for the BLCS. All these are the declarations for the stocks, like BL is for light bulbs, CS is for the electric plugs, the KA is for the fan, and so on. And then we go down. Here is the coding for the checkbox. So uh, it's like it shows all the declarations, like what product we use, and then it's gonna input it to the database stock thingy. And then here this one is for the what is this? The one click string. Oh, this one is for the customer info box. So it declares what the name of the thing is, and then it clears the list box, and then it made the two boxes false, or maybe disable it, so that we cannot input another name while the transaction isn't finished yet. And then we move on to the next one. Uh, this is the purchase box, which codes everything from the combo box, the amount of purchase that we made, and also the input button. And over here, it subtracts it subtracts the amount of the products that the customer wants to buy, and then uh, it uh, multiplies it with the price of each item. And then we go on, yeah. So basically like the same. This is just a long explanation of the that one button. So in the this one, in the print one, it's gonna show what kind of coding that I use, or how I made uh the receipt for the purchases. So welcome to Zig Electronics, and then this what the name of the customer that's from this box is gonna be called to this coding, so it moves here like so. Basically everything is like we input everything to its place, and then it calls for every data that we input, and then make and then puts it in one place to recap all of it. And after that, for this is finish, and then this save button is basically it clears all of the boxes from the customer info to down and go to the payment receipt. And then the coding is basically like this, so like disables and enables everything, and then clears the boxes, and also resets the array coding. And for the last about one, like this is the part where you show your credits or your data, the the data of the program maker, which is me, and it just hides this current form and shows the form where uh, it's got my name on it, my student ID, this professor that I study with, and all of that stuff. So for my program, basically it's all that. Not too much to explain, but I'm I think that's enough for the explanation, because I already wrapped up every single explanation that needs to be talked about. And also the third form is just this, yeah, just showing this doesn't have much coding, just me putting some data, like I'm just typing it down to show you. And then the finish button, the only coding is the application terminate to close the program. Yeah, so that not too much, but I think that's enough. And yeah, that's all. That's everything that I can explain about my program. So yeah, uh, that's all for all there is to this video. I hope this is not too complex, and also this is all that I can share about my program, and I hope this goes well. Yeah, so thank you for the time and for listening, and for my explanation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks.